Hi guys, this is a video on Windows software. Typalam has sent me a message saying, could you see what makes the best, smoothest, most optimized web browser? Now everyone has their own opinion on their web browser, but I'll just be demonstrating to you the resource usages of each one, and I'll probably talk a little bit about the expandability of each one. The ones I'll be comparing is Safari, Firefox, IE and Opera. I'll try and be as quick as possible because I keep going over 10 minutes. So, browser statistics. For last month, IE users were 54.7% of people using IE last month, 37% were using Firefox, 1.9 were using Safari and 1.4 were using Opera. I'll provide the link in the description. There's a person who's done more accurate speed tests, more in depth, and has included more browsers. He's made a table, but in the beginning he said it's a 2-year-old article or something, but he's tried to keep it updated, so you might want to visit this for a more in-depth view. I'll leave the link in the description. So this is a virtual machine, just these four are installed. I've got Flash and Java installed, and I'll be comparing the speed of a cold start, RAM usage on a Google page, speed to load msn.com, and RAM usage on a Java game. So how am I going to time this cold start? I've downloaded a program called Xnote Stopwatch. It's freeware. I'll leave the link to download it in the description, but you have to register it to be able to use it for free, whatever. So here's a stopwatch. I've downloaded this one because it uses hotkeys to start, so I can click this and press enter and then press Alt and S to start the stopwatch, and it will be more accurate. But if it's like half a second out, then I apologise, that's my slow reactions. So now starting Safari. They've all got their home pages set as Google. As soon as this loads up Google, I will stop the stopwatch. So 10.42 seconds it took to open Google. From a cold start, the machine's being rebooted, so I haven't loaded this program previously. Safari is using 28.2 megabytes of RAM with a Google page. So speed to load msn.com, so we're going to type in www.msn.com, reset the stopwatch, that's the Windows key, apologies, and we're going to press enter and then Alt and S again. So as soon as this blue bar loads, which hopefully will be fairly soon, you'll be able to see how long it takes to load msn.com. As you can see, we've loaded it already. As soon as it's done, I will stop the stopwatch. Safari's in beta, so it took 21.45 seconds. Safari is in beta because, well, beta means it's not the full version, but you can still use it and download it. Okay, Pyrosand is a Java game. We're going to see, I think it takes quite a while to load this. We're not going to time how long it takes to load the Java game, because after Java's loaded it's faster in other browsers because it's separate from the browser. So while this loads, I'll quickly show you the interface. It's much like iTunes, or because this is originally designed for Mac but they ported it to Windows. So Safari for Windows version 3.0.4. So you've got your most used, not most used, sorry, you can put your own shortcuts here, so you have one-click access to anything. And you can search through Google or Yahoo. I was looking for add-ons for Safari, and there's a couple out there but not much apparently, so expandability is okay for Safari. And eventually this game will load. What is this game? It's a falling sand game. You can choose your things here and you can make things like sand art. So what's the RAM usage while it's loaded the Java game? So we're now looking for Safari. 40% of my CPU in my virtual machine and 58 megabytes of RAM. So that's Safari. I'm going to reset. I keep pressing the Windows key. Next up is Firefox. How long is it going to take to load up Google? This is without any plugins installed. It took 5.28 seconds to load up Google. How much RAM is it using? Firefox 20.6K. How long is it going to take to load up msn.com? So press enter and start the stopwatch. And as soon as this says done and the loading bar is done, I will stop the stopwatch. Firefox is known for its add-ons, great selection of add-ons and plugins and skins that you can have for it. which basically enhance the whole internet experience. So eventually MSN will load, because MSN's got lots of images, so I thought I'd choose that to show you. And the page load times will probably be quicker for you because you've probably got more, well, faster internet than I have. Okay, so that's now done. It took 36.32 seconds to load up MSN.com. So now we want to go into a Java game, Firefox 2. As you can see, I've also got one-click access to websites on this one, and this supports tabs as well as Safari. So we'll click Firefox 2. This should load a lot faster. It's opened up Java and it's done. So while it's loading, while it's playing that game, it's 49 megabytes usage and 40% of the CPU. So that is Firefox. Internet Explorer, how long does it take to open up Google in Internet Explorer? Oh, I stopped it by accident. I apologise. I'll add a half a second onto that, so that's about 5 seconds to load up Google through Internet Explorer. Apologies, I knocked the key, getting a bit trigger happy on the key there. RAM usage on the Google page. iExplore we're looking for. 21 megabytes. We now want to load MSN.com. This is going to be a bit more difficult for me because it likes to say done when it's not done. So, loading up MSN.com. If I stop it, I may have to add another half second onto it, but yeah, it says done. See, it says done there. When is it actually done? Done. Is that done? Yes, it's done. 12.71 seconds to load MSN.com. One thing I don't like about it is live search, and I don't think there's many add-ons for Internet Explorer. So we're going to go into Google and search, just because I don't like using live search. Some of you may differ. Firefox 2. We'll reset the stopwatch for next time. Hopefully Java will load again. Try and be as quick as possible. And it's loaded. Task Manager says 34% of CPU and 56 megabytes of RAM. So these are all using their own engines to render web pages, but Java is taking a lot that is separate than the others. So how long does Opera take to load Google? And there's a little bit of a delay there, and it's loaded Pyro-Sand, so we're going to quit this and we're going to open it again. It seems to have loaded what I loaded in Internet Explorer, so we're going to do it again. Oh, load up. It's done it again, so we're going to go on Google. So that's a bit interesting. So we're going to try again, and there we go. It's loaded up Google. 1.45 seconds. Don't take this result seriously because it loaded what I had previously in one of my other browsers. So anyway, Opera RAM usage with Google is taking 15 megabytes. So it's very, very low on resource usage. We're going to go on MSN.com. Again, I apologise for the poor timings and the fact that Opera loaded up the wrong page at default. I think it may have been because I've recorded it previously and it's kept the page that I had previously because I went over 10 minutes. Nope, it's not done. Yep, it's done. Nope, it's not done. Yep, it's done. Yeah, it's done. So 19.67 seconds. I added on the little bits that it said it was loading. 19.67 seconds for Opera. So we're now going to go on the Java game. All you Opera fans are probably going to kill me now, but I apologise. It's what it did. It's probably a nice feature of Opera to load the page you previously had when you closed it. So this is now loading the Java game. And I'm running out of time. Hopefully we'll be able to check the resource usage. Are we going to run out of time? We've got 28 seconds. There we go. It's loaded. Task Manager, and Opera is using 40k and 35. So we can see that Opera is the least resource usage of them all. So that's the web browsers. Thanks to Tapealam. Please message me if you want me to try anything or compare anything. I'd love to do it for you. So thanks for watching my video, and please comment, rate and subscribe.